right, so we're talking about sex and teenagers, stimulated by this book, Sex Lives of Australian Teenagers, written by our guest Joan Sauers. Joan, teenagers today are more aware of sex. They, you know, like I said, we can get on the internet and have a look at it. But are they more aware of things like precaution? Do they understand contraception? I remember as a child, not a child, but as a teenager, a girl in my form, and her boyfriend using, this sounds terrible, a crunchy bar wrapper as protection. So are they still doing silly things like that?
Yes, yes. The scary thing is because there's no national curricula for sex education, some kids have information and other kids don't. And there were some people in the survey, one girl said that after she had had oral sex with her boyfriend, he called her later in the day and said she'd better take the morning after pill.
Oh my goodness.
So there's clearly a big gap between what some kids know and what other kids know.
I think we might have some teenagers in the audience. Now, I know this might be slightly confronting for you guys, because it's all kind of off the seat of our pants, but everyone who isn't a teenager, just close your eyes. And everyone who is a teenager, just pop your hands up so I can know where you are. There you go. You're safe. No one's watching. We can talk to you. Here's our question. Hello, what was your name?
Monique.
Monique and...
Jacinta?
Monique and Jacinta are here as our... I just need to do a test, because what is it? LMAO, Joan? Is that the test? Do you know what LMAO stands for?
No.
Laughing my ass off.
Laughing my ass off. There's this whole conversation that we don't know. Where do you guys have these conversations?
Normally chat rooms, MSN, on the internet basically, and text messages,
And does all this stuff about sex ring true with you?
Yeah, definitely. Yeah. With the whole contraception thing, I think a lot of teens are not as well informed as what they should be, personally. Because I do a PD class, and so we're informed with that. But normally, if you don't choose it, you probably wouldn't know that much about it.
Still. Has anyone got a question over on the couch for Monique and Jacinta and Ben? Is it Ben? Do you find us girls slightly intimidating now that we're getting breasts and things so much sooner?
I'm all in my comfort zone.
Is it different for guys? Like, are the girls sort of a little bit more scary?
No, not in that sense. I just think that, you know, I come from a great family. Like, my parents brought me up, you know, I was being taught about sex when I was like 5, 6 years old. And, you know, obviously not as full on as in depth, but I got a really great understanding, and I think, you know, that's helped me. I was telling my friends about everything, and I kind of brought them up as well. And it's good to have the right information because it helps me to benefit myself, you know.
I'm trying to move out of Ben's shot because like, all you can see is my big fat head. I'm so sorry, Ben.
I think it'd be interesting to know the difference, how the girl's perception of the emotional side of sex with Ben's perception of the emotional side of sex.
Okay, you take the microphone and... Do you think it's important to love someone, Ben, before you shtup them?
Yeah, no. No, I'll say that right now. I don't believe in that. I think love plays a really important role in any relationship, and I've been brought up, you know, I'm a Catholic, and I think that, you know, it's definitely important to love someone, and it's not just about sex, it's about a relationship and being a part of that. It's not, you know, I've just been brought up.
I can see we've got a differing opinion here. Yeah, pass the mic over, that'd be great.
No, definitely, because, I agree with that. But a lot of boys do not probably go with what he said. He's just one of the
He's the good guy.
He's the good guy, but So I think a majority of boys, also girls, even some girls are just doing it for the sake of having sex. They're not really thinking,
And being able to tell their friends, oh yeah, I just had sex. So I'm like, I lost my virginity or whatever, like, you know.
Yeah.
Guys,
exactly.
Are you aware of, I guess, kids within your peer group that have perhaps experienced teenage pregnancy or an STD at all? So it's not something you really advertise.
There was a huge rumor once about like a girl who had to have an abortion.
Yeah, there was a girl who had to have an abortion, and I think she was in year 8 or 9.
Yeah.
And she left the school shortly after that. But yeah, I've seen her around, and apparently she's still kind of doing the same thing. So yeah,
What used to go on at parties with things like pass the parcel and pin the tail on the dog? What goes on at your parties? I mean, I understand that social groups got a lot to do with it, but you know, sexual favours de rigueur at a teenage party?
Definitely. Lately I was at a party, actually, and you'd see the girls that look a bit more vulnerable. The boys would probably target them. And actually, one of them went up to her. She came to me later. I go, oh, what did he say to you? Because they went to another room. And he goes, oh, I'll do anything you want to do or what you want to do with me. And she's just like, okay then, you know. And she basically said no. But he was basically offering, you know, whatever you want to give me, go for it, you know. So it does happen, yeah.
Oh, it's very, very interesting. Thank you, guys. Thank you for sharing. That's really brave of you.
It is brave of you. Thank you. Give the girls and Ben a round of applause.
Oh my God. And Joan, thank you so much for coming on the show today. It's a very interesting read, The Sex Lives of Australian Teenagers. We hear you're working on a new survey as well. Can you tell us quickly about that one?
Absolutely. It's going to be Sex Lives of Australian Women.
Ooh,
And,
I can't wait for that survey.
well, you can all fill it out at www.women2007.com.au.
Okay.
And it's completely anonymous, so your dark secrets will be safe with me.
Good. All right. Well, now if you log on right now, you've been watching the catch-up. Here's Mark Ferguson with the news. Good morning, Mark.